Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, I told you, if you watched my last video, that I was going to do some jelly printing. So here we go. I'm excited. I got my jelly plate. I started pulling some prints because I wanted to get my plate going. It takes a little bit to get your plate kind of juicy. You need to pull 3 or 4 plates before you start getting it juiced up. If you're wondering why it's in this cake pan, I made my own jelly plate. You can look up so many recipes of how to make your own jelly plate, but I liked putting mine into this glass cake pan, and then that way also I have a lid that goes on top of it, and I've had this, you guys, for, oh my gosh, probably 8 or 9 years. So this has been a great jelly plate. I wish I could tell you the recipe, but I made it 8 years ago, so I don't remember. But it is with glycerin. Glycerin is what's keeping this, that's what's used as the preservative. So look for a recipe that has glycerin in it. You make it with gelatin, like food grade gelatin. You buy at the store, clear Jello, and glycerin and water. And I did in the microwave, so it's very easy. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to do some jelly printing, and I don't do jelly printing like a lot of people do. I learned from Robin McClendon. She likes old walls, old doors, graffiti, grunge, and you guys know, if you've been watching my channel when I do mixed media, I love grunge. Whether it's more vintagey looking with the browns and the beiges and the greens and the turquoises, or if it's very shabby chic with the pinks and the purples, I still like it to be grungy. So she taught this, I watched her to learn these techniques to get these old walls, and that's what I really want. Like, we're going to get some prints, but the fun is when the grunge starts. Like, look, I did this piece. I just did this piece for it just a minute ago. Look how cool this looks. You know, I use a lot of metallics too. Hopefully you're seeing some of the metallics. But look how cool this looks. Doesn't that look like an old wall? Bits and pieces of an old wall or an old cave. I love it. Lots of rust and age and decay. That's what we're trying to create. And then these will be used in my artsy junk journal. So it's an art journal and junk journal put together. And I'm working on 2 of them. One is more mail art. Like, I make everything very mail art. Like this, where I have all the letters and all this. Let's see if you guys are seeing. Just want to kind of show you what you can do. Isn't this cool? So this is the kind of stuff you can do. And this is an altered book. When you do some jelly plates. Jelly plate print. This is a mixture of jelly plate prints and also what else? And aging the paper with the Tim Holtz Distress inks. Like right here, that's jelly plate right there. See how cool that is? This is a Tim Holtz Distress inks, distressing paper. These are my handmade stamps, which I'll show you how to make those. So we got a lot of fun stuff to do. So I just wanted to show you, this is a artsy junk journal. And the theme is mail art. So I'll talk further about this, but I want to let you know where we're heading to. And don't just love working out of a book. I just love, just love it. I'd rather work out of a book than work out of a, some art journal that I buy. I don't know why. I'll show you one more book of what we're going for. It's another, did I do 2 pages or 1 page in here? I just started this. This is a sketch pad, is what this is, that I got at Michael's for $5. Okay. So let me see what you guys are seeing. Okay, perfect. So this right here is some jelly printing. That's jelly printing there. That's jelly printing there. This is a paper. Some of this is paper that I've distressed with Tim Holtz. That's homemade. That's a handmade stamp. Isn't that cool? Right there. I'll show you how to make those stamps. We'll have a whole session on making stamps. We'll have sessions. I learned how to make the stamps from Robin McClendon also. This is intuitive. This right here is called intuitive handwriting. I learned that from Robin McClendon, and I'll show you. We'll do some intuitive writing today. And a lot of this paper has been distressed with Timlos Distress inks. There is some, and there also is some jelly prints in here too. So this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about going for, and how we're going to use all this. Isn't this cool? And sometimes this will be a background and I will have a subject on it. Sometimes it'll just be collaging all of our beautiful papers that we make into a layout. Or if you want, you can add a pocket on here and add some junk in here and add some different stuff in here with pockets or flaps or flips. You can, like I draw my girls up on some pages. I will put my girls. This will be the background for one of my girls, and I'll put her in here. So it's just a way of being able to mix art journaling and junk journaling together. So very excited. So we're going to call it artsy junk journaling. Okay, so I just want to let you know where we're going so that you're like, okay, why are we creating all of this? Where are we going with it? Let's get started. Okay, now my plate looks dirty, and I love a dirty plate. Because a dirty plate is going to, this dirty plate, you're going to be able to pick this stuff up, and that's going to add to that old wall. I keep my plate just lightly misted with water. I don't know if you'll have to do that to your plate or not. My plate is handmade, so it can get dried out. So I just mist it with a little water here and there. So you don't have to, but it's up to you. All right, so I just added some, oh, and you're always using cheap paints. The best paints are the cheap ones. This is terracotta, okay, Craft Smart. And then I'm going to use this color here. This is Apple Barrel Key West, kind of a turquoisey color. And a good place to get your paints like this is Walmart, you guys. I think pretty much everybody knows that. And then I'm just going to use some brown. And this is Ceramic Coat. They're 50 cents. So it's a really good price, a good place to go. I just do 3. I learned from Rob McClendon to do thinner layers than big old goppy. And you may not get a lot on the paper, but then you'll hit the same paper 2 or 3 times. And it's those layers that build up that make it look like an old wall. Like it took me 2 pulls to get this. And I love it. And there's a thing that she does that's called glazing, and we'll probably glaze this, and I'll show you what glazing is. Okay, I do want to add a little bit of metallics. I love metallics, so I'm going to add this metallic here to like close to the brown area here and here, just a little bit. We're also going to be brushing some Perfect Pearls onto the plate. Okay, but I'm getting ahead of myself. All right. I could have done, well, you know what? Let's just do it right now. You can take some Perfect Pearls, or you can take some Pearl X and rub it into the plate. And it just helps give an old world, old wall look. Also, we all have these powders. And it gives us a chance to finally use the darn things, because I never use them. You know what else I think would work good, and I'll try to pull some out, is the eyeshadows from Dollar Tree. You know how they have the glitter? I think it's LA Girls. That would probably work really well too. Okay, and then this is like one of those little Asian brushes. I got mine at Hobby Lobby when they were clearancing them out. So I picked them up for nothing. Like I got maybe 2 or 3 in a pack for like $5, $4. You can use anything, but this really brushes it in nice. So just brush it into the plate. Make it become part of, and I'm avoiding the paint. I should have done that before I put the paint on. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to do some intuitive writing with this big old brush. I think we'll get to it. I'm not sure if we'll get to it in this session or not, but we're going to do lots of sessions of this. Okay. I'm working far out so you can really see what I'm doing. I'll bring it up, as I do each print, I will bring it up close to the screen though, so you can see. Okay, I'm just going to mist again with a little bit of water. I'll probably do less misting as my plate gets more juicy. I like to keep just a piece of book paper that I rip out. I have a whole bunch of book paper I always rip out when I have to rip out pages to prepare my to make an art journal out of a book. So I keep that there, and then this will also, all the pages that I just rubbed this off on will also become things we can use in our artsy junk journals or just our art journal, period. Okay, let's put some design in here. This right here comes out fabulous. You guys, what this is this is a placemat from Dollar Tree. Look how cool that is. The design is so cool. And what's cool is it kind of becomes your own. Nobody can say, oh, that's a Tim Holtz stamp. No, it's a placemat that you cut up. Now, this is a doily from Dollar Tree. Cool. We'll put that down. I love putting down things that are just like nobody knows what the heck they are. And then this is a stamp from Hobby Lobby, and we're going to stamp into it. So we're just creating some designs. There we go. And let me get some paper. Okay, I'm going to redo this one. Oh, and what I'm using here, this is, what is this? I'm trying to figure out what paper this is. Oh, this is calligraphy paper from, you only have to, it's only $1.50 a package at Daiso. So that's what this is. You're going to use all different types of paper. It's a real thin paper, almost like tissue paper, but a little bit thicker. It's very nice. Very close to deli paper. And we're going to be doing some deli paper too. Now, I live in Las Vegas, and Daisos are not everywhere, so I know that. But you can also, if you really want to try out this, Asian calligraphy paper is what it is. Is that what they call it? Asian calligraphy? I think it's Asian calligraphy paper. You can always go on eBay and try to order some. I live in Las Vegas, so a few times a year, not right now with COVID, but a few times a year, we go to California, and I'm able to go to Daiso. So, all right, so that's what I picked up so far. We're going to do a second pull, of course, but that's pretty cool. Look at that little design right there. Love that. Okay, but we're gonna, on the second pull is where we're going to get some even more cool stuff. Okay, so let's pull these up. And I do not worry about cleaning those up. I just leave them dirty the way they are. You know something else you can use, and I need I don't know where I put mine right now, but I'll find them for the next session. You can also, like, you know, saw how I pressed in that stamp? Where's that stamp at? Did I press a stamp in? What did I just press in? I think I pressed a stamp in. Anyway, like this stamp here. I just misplaced the damn stamp I had. Okay, here it is. Like this stamp here, how I pressed it in, the design in. You can also use embossing folders and impress designs in with your embossing folders. So it's another way to use your embossing folders. In fact, I have a brand new one. I think that's just right, maybe right here. Tim Holtz one. See if I can pull it out. Okay. Oh, this is cool. It kind of ripped right there, but no major. Look how cool that is. And look at the metallics in there. Oops. Look at the metallics in there. Isn't that look cool? I love it. And then there's some over there. Okay, so now there's a whole bunch of good stuff right here, right? I'm going to spray my... And remember, I'm not saying that you have to spray your plate with water. Okay, I have a homemade plate, so that I just need to moisten my plate up a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to take white. You can also take like an off-white. Like I like to take this color. I just don't have too much of it. I need to go buy some parchment. I need to go buy it. I'm going to leave that out because I need to go buy it. I like to use parchment also. This color is parchment. It's really cool. Okay, so we're going to use, we're putting this white down. The white is going to really pull up what's down here left on the plate, and that's when you start getting the old wall. Even look at my sheet. This is cool. Look at my sheet, how it's looking like an old wall that I'm just rubbing everything off on. All right, so let's put this down. Most people, when you watch them jelly plate, they're looking for a certain design. We're not looking for a certain design. Like I said, if you like this technique, which if you're watching my channel, you probably like this technique. You're trying to create old walls, old doors, graffitied walls, caves. We're trying to create things like that, so we can put them in our artsy junk journal and create beautiful layouts and backgrounds. Oh yeah, this is cool. Ooh, I like it. All right, I'll show you guys. You're like, can I see it, please? Okay. Look at this. Let me see how I can. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I absolutely love this. Now you could even take some Tim Holtz distress oxides and do a little bit of that over this also, and even add a little bit something else different to it, or you can leave it just like this. And I probably will just leave it just like this. I'm really loving it. Look at that. Look how that looks like an old wall. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, so this piece is definitely done. And you see the there's some bits and pieces of the perfect pearls in there, and some of the metallic paints. Okay, I'm just dropping it behind me on the ground. Okay, so let's take some of the Pearl X. This is a dark brown Pearl X. Oh, look at this. I've never even used this. Isn't that crazy? I got a bunch of these Pearl X, you guys, from a craft garage sale that was in one of the hotels here in Las Vegas like 5 years ago. So that's how long I've had this, and I haven't even opened it. But I got a ton of Pearl X. They sold me like, I don't know, 10 things of Pearl X for $5. I was like, yes, ma'am. So we're going to take this Pearl X, and we are going to just put it on this plate. Let's brush it in. And you don't have to use this kind of brush, but if I was you, I would go to Hobby Lobby and pick yourself up a brush that looks like this, these Asian brushes, because after I show you how to do some intuitive painting, you're going to want this, like this type of brush, maybe one this size. I have a bunch over here, and when I picked these up, I didn't even know what the heck I was going to do with them. I just like the way they look. I was getting them at like nothing. I was getting them for like maybe $1, $2, $3, and these were regular like $15 for a set of 3. So those are some different sizes there. Yeah, love these. Okay. And doing intuitive writing with these are really good. All right, so we just put some Pearl X in there. Let's go with this color here. It's like a sagey green. I don't like green that much, but I like a sagey green though. We'll put that there. We'll go with a, oh, okay, then we'll go with parchment. Not parchment, this is cafe latte. Okay. Okay. And what else do we want to go with? We'll do some brown. We'll do a really dark brown. This is a burnt umber, like a cocoa bean color. And then let's go with, I need to put some, I always like to put some metallics in. Let's go in with this. This is called Emperor's Gold. Put that right there. And let's go with a few different things. Let's go with Emperor's Gold there, and we'll go with Antique Copper right next to the brown. Just a little bit. All right, so we got some good metallics going in here. So let's go. Oh, I like that sagey green in there. It's looking very like rust already. Very cool. And I use this sheet until I like the way it looks, and then I throw it down to the side, and then this will be used in our collage and our backgrounds for our journal. Okay, something else I want to do is I just want to use just my stamps. So this is these foam stamps. If you ever see them, I hardly ever see them anymore, but I picked them up for nothing, I think at Hobby Lobby. One of the times they were clearancing out. They are fabulous. I love these. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use, this is something you use for fabric when you're like putting design on fabric. Isn't that cool? They sell these on, what are these called? They are fabric stamps, but look how cool. It's on a wooden block. I got it at Hobby Lobby for like $1. Isn't it fabulous? I think I have another one too. It's for like when people are making tapestries and stuff. For when they're printing on fabric. Okay, I'm going to use this one. So I'm putting all kinds of cool designs in here. And let's just continue with this. And I do wipe it off a little bit with a paper towel. Or a baby wipe. Yeah. It doesn't have to be perfectly wiped off, but just wipe it off a little bit with a baby wipe. It's going to get gunked, but as long as we don't get it too gunked, we'll be good. Okay. So let me throw all that back over there. All right, so let's now let me use a different type of paper so you guys can be introduced to all types of paper. Okay, this paper here, let's just use this. This type of paper here comes on a roll. You get it in the like at Home Depot or Lowe's in the painting section. It comes on a roll. Oh, I just put my finger in there. Here it is. It comes on a roll like this. So whenever you see different types of paper, pick them up and then use them on your jelly plate. I want to get some onion paper. I guess it's old typing paper, and they call it onion paper. And I'm going to order some from, you can't just get it anywhere. I guess you used to be able to get it like at Home Depot and stuff like that. Not Home Depot. Like Staples and stuff a while back, but I guess they don't sell onion paper. I guess they don't make it anymore. So I'd like to try. I also like to see what it's like to jelly plate with those. Okay. I like to smack it. Anyway, it feels good to smack it. People are like, okay, Angela. Okay, now see how things are coming off the plate better now? Because my plate is getting juicier and juicier. This looks really cool. I'm probably going to leave it like this. I like it. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. Look how cool that looks. I love it. Isn't that cool? Look at all this stuff you see. Just all this coolness. Love it. Really, really cool. Really, really pretty. Okay, I like how that one is, so we're gonna leave that one. I wonder how much is left on this plate right now. There's more left on this plate than you think there is. But you know what? Let's go ahead and put another color on here. I could put white on here and pull up something probably pretty cool, but let's not do that yet. You know, let's go for this Key West Apple Barrel. And Apple Barrel are the exact ones you could get at Walmart for 50 cents. And then let's put down this, what is this called? Pistachio. That's a cool color. This is folk art, and I only spent 34 cents on these. Hobby Lobby was clearancing them. Either at the beginning of the year or last year. I've gotten so many of those. I've got so many of those 75% off sales. I can't always remember. Okay. And let's put some. Okay, then I'm gonna also put this color here, this cafe latte. Okay. And then let's put, but I always add some gold or add something, add a little something, something. Let's add this Splendid Gold metallics. Now these metallics that are by Folk Art, they have these at Walmart right next to the Apple Barrel paints, and they're only like they're maybe like $1, which is a really good price compared to like Michael's or Joann's. So let's just throw a little water on here just to make sure everything's juiced up. Oh, this is cool. Oh, look at this. And I got a little bit more on the plate than I kind of wanted, but we're fine. Ooh, look how cool that looks. And we're gonna work for about an hour. You guys, if this video, we're gonna work for an hour. So this video, when this video goes out, it'll just stop after 30 minutes. Just go to part 2. It may not, yeah, we got about 3 minutes, and this video is going to end, and we need to go to part 2. Just go to part 2. But I did find some editing software, so I may be able to put these 2 videos together. So you'll know when it, you know, you'll see what happens. Okay. I'm going to put down this half a doily. Now this is a whole doily right here, and I cut it in half. And you get these doilies in the kitchen section at, where? Dollar Tree. And then this is just a piece of lace that I have in my stash. And we're going to put that down. And let me use a different type of paper so I can show you all different types of paper that you can use. Try to see what the heck this is. I don't even know what this is. This is cool. I don't know what it is though. Did I tell you where you get the deli paper? This is deli paper. And where you get this, let me talk about, let's do a thing on this so I can talk about the deli paper. I don't know if I talked about it. You get the deli paper from Sam's Club. That's where I get mine. It comes in like a square box like this that you can just pull the pieces out. Like people who work at a deli, you know how they just pull them out of a box, right? The deli paper. And the deli paper it's not pronounced on the box real big deli paper. It's something like wax paper or whatever. So if you can't find it at Sam's Club, go ask somebody and say, I know you guys sell deli paper in a box like this, and you kind of just pull it out from the top. Can you show me where it's at? Because it took me months to find the damn deli paper. One day I looked, I went, oh, that is deli paper. It just says like wax paper on it or something. Something crazy. The deli paper is not written big. That's the problem. Okay, now we're not going to get much on here right now. Yeah, we didn't get nothing. Okay. Let's pull all this off. Ooh, look at all these cool designs. Let me see what you guys are seeing. Look at all those cool designs. Love it. Okay. sorry you guys that I have to work this far away, but this is so I can get this whole thing in and you guys can see everything. Let me see if I can't get any closer and you guys can still see. You just can't see the very bottom, but you're a little closer. So you're just missing the bottom just a little bit. But this way you can see a little bit closer. Give it a couple slaps. Just kidding. I just like slapping it. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, this came out so cool. So cool. Oh, I love it. Okay, check it out. Check out that. Isn't that just beautiful? Oh, I just love it. And look at that. Oh, I like this, all this green stuff right there. Isn't this so cool? I love all this green. This looks all like very rust right there. And then it's rusted green and the brown and the copper. Love it. So beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna leave this. Am I gonna do one more pull on this? I like the way it looks, but I feel like it needs a little, maybe something added to it. Okay. People are like, don't ruin it. Let's take this parchment, which I don't have that much left, and just add it here. Just a very light amount. We're going to add, this is another gold that I got from a dollar store here. It might have been Dollar Tree, or maybe it's a local. Anyway, it's a good glazing one. The ones that are very, okay, you never notice there's golds that you put on and they're very opaque, so it looks like solid gold. And then there's some golds you get and they're very see-through-y. When you're going to do some glazing type of work, you want them to be see-through. So, we're not glazing right now. I'm just adding the gold onto that parchment. Oh, you know, let's add a little water. There we go. And sometimes you may want to add a little water too, that if you have, like I have a lot of acrylic paint and a lot of my paints are really old and they've gotten thicker over time. So if you have paints that have gotten thicker, you might want to go ahead and spray your jelly plate. Okay, I'm going to do this one more time. I like the way it looks, but I just feel like I need to add a little bit more on here. So we'll see. Oh man, I kind of covered up everything. Oh well, it happens. We'll go back over it again. No major. See, I kind of went over all that goodiness there. How sad, huh? Okay, no major. Let's take some white paint. Sometimes you should leave good enough alone. We're going to go back to the same piece because there might be stuff left down here. There's probably more design left down here than we think there is. So let's just see what's left. And if there's nothing good left, no major, we'll just keep printing over it until we get something we like. Like Bob Ross says, happy little accidents. That's all this is anyways, happy little accidents. All right, so let's pick up whatever's left on this plate. Let's see what we can get. This is light, but I'm liking it. It looks like an old Tuscan wall now. I'll show it to you. See how it's looking like an old Tuscan wall now? I like it. Like, look at those bits right there. See, I like it. I'm not gonna do anything to it. I actually ended up liking it better. And I knew I knew I could get it to what I liked better. It's just as good or better. But look how it looks like an old Tuscan wall. All those little bits too. And there's still some of that green showing up, like right there, see? Okay, so I love that. I'm gonna call that one good. Okay, we have a lot of stuff down here. Let's pick it up. Let's pick it up and just see what we get to start another one. Let's go to something else that we haven't gone to yet. Oh, you can also use tracing paper, and I think that's what this is. I think this is tracing paper. I have a big pad of tracing paper. Let's just pick this up and see what this is. I got really, really lucky when Hobby Lobby was clearancing, doing their 75% off clearance, either this year or last year. I think it was last year. And they were selling paper pads, big, huge paper pads for like $3 or $4, smaller pads for $1 or $2. I picked up all different kinds of paper to make journals out of it, but also because I knew it'd be good for jelly printing. Cool. This is a good start to something else. Okay, so let's do another color here. Let's go with this chocolate bark, this dark umber. Then we're gonna go with yellow ochre, which is one of my favorite colors. This is really, really old. If this one's too dried up, I have another one. There we go. Come out of there. And oh, I have a turquoise. Did I pull that turquoise out? I have another turquoise. Oh, here it is. We're gonna pull this apple barrel turquoise right here. I'm gonna pull that out. Look how bright that is. Cool. And then let's throw some metallic gold in here. I love that I'm doing this and making my own paper and stuff. One, I think it's fun. Number two, I have so much acrylic paint. It's just ridiculous. So it gives me a chance to use up some of these paints and create something beautiful out of it. Okay. So we're gonna get, I think we're gonna get something really cool because we have whatever was down here before, and then we just added all this. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. And we're gonna get a little more dramatic. Okay, so let's, you know what I really liked last time? Let's throw this lace back in. This lace was cool. And we will throw like this here at the top. What a cool mix, huh? Now, we're not going to get much on here right now, so you might as well get a little bit of design on so that we can really press the lace and that placemat into the plate to give us some design. Okay. Oh, cool. We got some stuff on here. Cool. Okay. So let's take rid of these. Awesome. I need to go through all my laces and get myself and just cut myself a few more different pieces of lace. slap. You don't have to slap it. Oh, this is fabulous. Oh, you guys. All right, let me show you. Let me show ya. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Love it. So cool. I absolutely, and of course we're not doing anything to any of this. That's just fabulous right there. We will call that one done. Now there's some good stuff left here. Okay, so let's take some white. Let's do some white, and let's also do the parchment color in the middle. This is a little experimentation. And let's also throw some of this Deco Art metallic gold. This color here is really good. It's a champagne-y color. It's really good for glazing the pieces. And I know glazing is kind of foreign to most of you guys right now, but you'll know what I'm talking about glazing. It's just taking some of your jelly prints and or some of your pieces of paper that you've made look old and aged, and just taking a gold that's very, very thin. It's not real opaque. You can see through it, and just putting a glaze, like a metallic glaze over your paper, over your design. All right, this paper is going to be done. I like the way this looks. I'm going to show you this paper. This looks like an old wall also. I love how you're getting different things done at one time. Look how cool this looks. Doesn't that look like a cool old wall? All chipped and painted. And the paint's all chipping off. Oh, I love it. Okay, so that's done. So we will... And that one's done. I just be dropping these on the ground behind me. All right, let me get out another sheet of paper to do this on. So, you know, I'd like to, no, we're not gonna do that. That textbook paper was cool. It's like this. It had some, I'm not going to use this one either. Look how cool that is. It's the index. And that'd be cool to do some distressing on. Alright, so we'll just use this piece here. And we need to get some designs going in here. Let's do these designs again. Wait, I was just going to pull stuff up, wasn't I? Oh yeah, we're just pulling things up, so I don't need to put any designs in. Okay, let's use some deli paper. As you guys can see, deli paper is one of my favorites. Because you know what? It's so nice to collage with the deli paper. So nice. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to do a few pieces of cardstock. So the next few pieces are going to be cardstock. Cardstock can also be used in your, either for a background or for a collage. But then it can also be made into tags. You can make it into flips, postcards, all kinds of stuff. So, these slaps. I know somebody's going to say, I could have done without the slapping. Oh, I love this. Oh, okay, let me show you. Look at the yumminess on here. Isn't that fabulous? Look at it. See, this is when it starts getting good. This is when it starts getting good, the last 15 minutes of our session. Look at that, how cool. I love this over here. Look at that green and the brown. And that's why I'm using these colors like greens and browns and beiges and gold, because that's going to be the old, you know, the old wall look we're looking for, or the old walls, old floors, old doors, caves. that's the kind of stuff you're going to get. Okay, this is really cool still. There's still a lot here to pick up. So let's spray. And I'm going to throw, again, white down. And where's that other paper? Not paper. This. Parchment. And we'll throw down some gold. You know what? Let's also just get crazy and let's throw down some this. Some, what is this? Antique copper. So instead of just doing a white pull, when you throw down the white paint, that's what, and you don't put any more design in, that's what will help pick up everything off your plate. The white will, or the parchment. But I just decided to add a, you know, a couple little extra things to it. So that's why sometimes I don't put, once I've done a couple pulls and there's still a bunch of stuff left there, you can pull the rest of it up with white paint or like a parchment color. So let me see what did I say I was going to use? Oh, let me use some, this is coffee dyed paper. Is this printer paper or cardstock? This is printer paper. Let's do a piece of cardstock. This is a coffee dyed piece of cardstock. So let's do that. Pull this up and see what we got. Oh, this is nice. There's still a lot left on the plate too. Look how cool that looks. Isn't that cool? Love it. I'm gonna show you guys something that's gonna be really, really cool. Let's just wet the plate to make sure that we can keep pulling stuff up. I'm not even going to put white on there. But I'm going to show you guys something. Remember I said I was going to show you something with these? All right. I am actually going to use a regular brush like this. So that if you don't have those Asian brushes, just get a brush that has a little bit of a point on it like this. Okay? Dip it in water. Then I'm going to use some this type of ink. You get it from, you can use any type of ink. I'm going to show it to you though. Where is the bottle? I think it's called Sumi ink. Where the heck is the bottle? I have the bottle right here in front of me. You know what? That's why I can't find it. But any inks, you guys, any inks at all that you like, calligraphy inks, you can use. Here it is. This is calligraphy. Yeah, it's liquid calligraphy ink. Look how cool that is. I got 2 or 3 of them from Daiso. And I use this and I keep it in this jar right here, just so it's ready to go. You can add water to lighten up the color if you want. We don't want to for this, but just letting you know. So it's just calligraphy ink. So any calligraphy ink you buy anywhere will be just fine. This is what's called intuitive writing. We're going to do that on here, and then we're going to take a print from here. Now, I'm going to tell you a way to do this, because you're like, intuitive writing, how do you do that? Okay, let's say you're going to make a D. Make a D, but then take the D and see how it was a D? I went like this and like this. But then do some crazy things to the D so it doesn't look like a D. Now it just looks like some really cool Asian writing, maybe some writing you saw on a some hieroglyphics on a cave from a long time ago. This is an E, but I just did it backwards, and then look what I did. I'm gonna do an F, but look at, You'd never know that was an F. So it just helps you get loose. Think of some, that's an I, but then here's a J, but then I got loose with the J. See, and then it turns into something else. It just gets you going so that you're not just sitting there going like, what do I do? Here's a K, but watch. Now you can't even tell it was a K, can you? I just changed it. I'm gonna put some crosses in here. Because I love crosses. Okay, all right. So that's how I do some intuitive writing. I'm also going to show you how to do some intuitive writing with this big old brush. That's going to be cool. Probably not in this session, but another session we will. Okay, so I'm going to take my jelly paper because it's my most successful paper. I love it. Things attached to it, so good. And when you lay it down to do your collaging or your backgrounds, it just lays down to the paper so good. Like even nicer and easier than a napkin does. And you can see through it to a certain extent. Well, it depends. Depends on how much design you do have on it. Sorry. I don't know why I like that. You know what it's like for me? It's like popping the bubbles that come, the bubble wrapper that comes. It's like that, like it's addicting. Okay, well, how much time do we have? So we got like 10 more minutes. Oh, this is cool. This is so cool. Okay, look how fabulous this is. Isn't that great? Now it looks like an old wall, right? And it looks like an old wall, and it looks like there's some like Asian writing or some type of hieroglyphics on it. Like it could be native, it could be Asian. But it's just Angie. It's what it is. I love it. So cool. Love it. Now this, once it dries, I may glaze this. We'll have a glazing session when I come back, and we'll just do some glazing, or we'll do some glazing before we do our next jelly printing session. And I'll show you what glazing is, and it'll put a pretty glaze over this whole thing. So, love that. Look at all this cool stuff that we still have down here. I'm going to show you another thing that looks really cool. We're going to use one single color. I'm just trying to think if that's what I want to do. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to use this color here. This is like another terracotta color, but I make it myself. What's that? It's called, it's Golden's Ichrome. I want it to look like that, because that, I think it's called oxychrome or oxyd. I don't know. It's whatever their color that looks like this, like a Sidoni red or a terracotta color, and it's very expensive. So I want to do it, have it pretty thin on here, not a whole lot. Let's add some water. So if you can see through it, perfect. We don't want it to be, we don't want a whole lot on here. Seeing through it is just perfect. Just want a light little glazing of this, not a lot. Okay, so we're gonna do that Asian writing again, but this time we're gonna use, I'm gonna use this big brush. I know if I want to use this. We're not going to use this brush. This brush is too big for what I want to do. We're going to use this size brush. Okay. And I got these in the fine artist section at Hobby Lobby. Like I said, I paid pennies for these. I paid like $1, $2, $3 for a couple in a pack, and they're normally like $10, $15, $20. So I got really lucky. And like I said, I didn't even know what I was doing when I bought them. I just liked the way they looked. I was buying these actually at Daiso also. So what I want to do is I just want to write like a really cool intuitive symbol here. Okay? So I'm just letting my hand go. And that's all I did was just let my hand go. Okay? Cool. So that looks like some symbol, right? We don't know what the heck it is, but it's cool and it's intuitive. It comes from my heart. It comes from my soul. That's what some girl said. She was like, I love how you work from your soul. I'm like, what a great compliment. Girl, thank you. So let's put that on. You know what I want to do? I want to put that on some darker paper. Let's put this on. This is that roll that you get from Home Depot. It's like painter's paper. Comes on a small roll. One I just showed you. Comes on this. I think this will look really cool on here. And these, when you have stuff like this, you can also, when it's all done, you can use a little bit of Timol's Distress inks on these. You can stamp on these. You can do different things to embellish all of these jelly prints, which we will do. You can also make these things into envelopes. You can make them into tags. You can use them for the for your collaging, for your backgrounds. You can make envelopes, tags, little booklets. So you can do a lot of stuff with all this. All right, we really want to. I love slapping this. I think I like slapping it better than I like doing the jelly printing. Just kidding. Okay. Oh, this is cool. Oh my gosh, look at this. Very cool. Let's see if you guys can see it like this. Look how cool that is. I love it. Let me go like that. Isn't that cool? It just looks like some really cool symbol. So you've seen artwork done like this before, right? So we could do this on a canvas. How cool would that look on a canvas? It just looks like some really cool symbol. I love it. Okay. Now we have a lot left on the plate here. Let's pick all this up because our session's about to be done. So let's just do some white. Let's put on whatever gold I grab. Throw some gold on here. And let's pick all this up. Let's pick up the rest of whatever is on here. Oh, and I like my paper. My paper is just ending cool. I'm done with this one because I like how it looks. Look, it looks like an old wall. Look how fabulous that is. Doesn't that look like an old wall? Love it. Old wall, old door, old something. And we'll pick this up with our favorite, the jelly paper. Oh, I should have done one on book pages. I didn't use a book page for this. I could have used a book page for this. These are great for book pages too. And if all you have is printer paper at your house, use printer paper. You can use tissue paper too. That's another good one, is tissue paper. I didn't grab any tissue paper today. cardstock. If you have some scrapbook paper that you want to get rid of, that you're about to throw out, don't throw the scrapbook paper out. Gelli print it. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is the most excellent one yet. Absolutely phenomenal. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Oh my God, that is just, you know what I would do with that? I love the way it looks perfectly almost. Well, I do, but I would take my script stamp and script stamp on top of this in brown. So it looked like, you know, there was some script going through it, but just look how cool that looks. This is what I'm talking. This is the good stuff that you get to at the end of your session when there is so much crap on your plate. This is what you end up with, stuff like this. This is just magical. All right, let's do one more. Oh, I just love that. And did you see all the metallic on there? Okay, you guys, I think we're going to have to be done because I think I'm running way over on time. Am I? Yeah, I'm at an hour and 10 minutes. Well, I think I can, you know, let's just keep going. You guys, if I'm cut off, I'm cut off. But I think I can put all three of these videos together. But I know we're getting long. You know what happens is you get addicted to this stuff and you can't stop. So just check this out. This might be one long video. It may divide up in 2 or 3 parts. I'm not sure. I'm in the middle of, like I said, I'm in the middle of learning a new editing software. Because my old editing software is what was making my videos look like they were trying to focus in and out all the time, driving everybody nuts, mainly me. So I finally figured it out. So I'm having to learn new editing software. So I don't know if I'll be able to do this video with the new editing software or not. So hopefully it'll just be one long hour and 10 video. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We'll see. We will see. You know, I want to do this on some cardstock. This is some coffee dyed cardstock. Oh, I should have done the book pages. I wanted to do a book page and I haven't done one yet. It's okay. Oh, this is cool. This is way cool. Oh my God, I love it. The paper kind of split because I think the paper's kind of dry because it was coffee dyed and baked. Look how cool that came out. See, isn't that amazing? The good stuff that happens. It's just amazing. Look how cool that is. I'm glad I'm coming in super close so you guys can really see. Look how good that is. Oh my God, look at this. This would also be cool to take my script stamp and just throw some script stamping in brown on top of it. Fabulous. We'll do some of that kind of stuff. We'll do some of that kind of stuff together. And then this is going to be it, you guys. Now, there's some stuff left on this Gelli plate. This is exactly how you want your Gelli plate to look when you're done. You want it to look like there's still stuff to pull off of it because this will be perfect for the next session. So, you guys, that is it. I hope you guys are inspired to get out your, get your Gelli plate out or to make a Gelli plate or buy a Gelli plate. Jane Davenport has one. Diane Reevely from Dilutions has one. So there's lots of Gelli plates out there. They don't have them in the craft stores, I've noticed, I don't think, too much. I haven't seen any. Hobby Lobby supposedly had them, but I've never seen them. But you can order them online, you know, Amazon, eBay. You probably order online, Michael's, Joann's, or Hobby Lobby. Anyway, or you can make your own jelly plate. If you make your own, I think I made 2 of these. So I have 2 jelly plates. I made 2 of these for like 15 bucks. So, and that was including the glass plates, I think, too. So, it was a good deal. Okay, you guys, that is it. I'm tired. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so and give this video a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, leave them below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. And do something nice for someone today. And also, you guys, we have more in common than we don't. Okay? I'll talk to you guys in the next video.